Hi, it's time for Wade's Weekly Wednesday Wisdom. That's right, coming at you again. So this time it is about minimum wage. People are complaining that minimum wage is too low and they can't earn a living. They can't live off of it. Well, I don't know who taught these kids that minimum wage was supposed to be enough to live on. It's not a career. It's not what you should be doing the rest of your life. It's for a high school kid or somebody that's wanting to supplement their income, or let's say, I don't know, people that are retired and they want to just help out, help out their little retirement's not enough and they're bored and they want a job, or somebody that's 15 years old and they want to save up for their car, or trying to get gas money, or buy their video game, whatever it is. That's what it's for. It's not for people to make a living off of. We have a minimum that we can pay people, and that allows businesses to, hire part-time minimum wage employees, keep costs down, keep the overhead down, keep the payroll down, keep the cost of their product down so we can afford to buy them. It's a part of the process. If you don't like making a minimum wage and you want to be a full-time employee, stop bringing minimum skills, minimum effort, minimum responsibility to the table. Get yourself educated. Oh, well, I've made bad life choices and it's too late and I can't afford to go back to school because I made these bad life choices. I kind of did the same thing. I mean, I've never made minimum wage in my life because I worked like a dog, but I made some bad choices. I don't have anything more than a high school education. But I've always worked hard and I've always gotten paid more than minimum wage because of my efforts. And I didn't look for jobs at McDonald's. I found jobs in production. And now, guess what? When you work in production, it might be an entry-level minimum wage, or they might pay just above minimum wage. But if you bust your ass and you're really productive, you make the manager more profit, or the owner more profit, they're going to pay you because they don't want to lose you. So when you're into production or you're into anything like that, it's basically the harder you work, the more you'll make. So bringing minimum wage and raising it by 50% or 100% like some of these people are wanting to do, if you make it so people on minimum wage can survive, if you pay them enough to where they can make a living off of it, then they're going to be content with being turds, and they should just go lay in the yard. But if it's also going to make things unaffordable. So if you're going to pay a guy $18 an hour to flip your burgers, well, you go to McDonald's and you're not going to be able to afford a Big Mac, And if you're making $12 an hour and you've been on a job for 3 years, and now minimum wage becomes $12 an hour, you're going to be kind of ticked off because you think you deserve a raise because I've been here for 3 years, and now minimum wage is $12 an hour, and the new guy gets paid the same amount. I mean, it doesn't matter. The higher you raise minimum wage, then it's obviously going to turn around and raise the cost of living. So people are saying, well, I can't survive off of what I'm getting paid. The cost of living is too high, and minimum wage isn't paying enough. Well, then stop doing a minimum wage job. That's really what it comes down to. Just educate yourself, work harder, and get ahead. Because if you raise minimum wage, like I said, you're going to raise the cost of living, and even though you're making more than minimum wage, you're not going to be able to afford to live any differently. It's that's the way it is. It's going to suck for you. So bring something to the table other than minimum skills, minimum effort, minimum ability. Bring something different. Get educated. Work harder. Learn something new. Get 2 jobs. Oh my gosh, imagine that. 2 jobs. Stop being a lazy piece of shit, making excuses and wondering why the government isn't picking you up off your feet. Because guess what? I pay taxes. We are the government. We, the humans in the United States, all the hardworking, income tax paying people in the United States are the government. That's where that money comes from. So when you're sitting there and you're on welfare, collecting food stamps and all that bullshit, and you're maybe working part-time so you can still get your food stamps. I'm on minimum wage, I don't want to make too much, and I'm going to get my food stamps and all that. I don't know how you can look any hardworking person in the eye, because guess what? He's the one putting food on the table, not you, you sorry sucker. Get a job that pays more. And leave the gas pumping McDonald's jobs to the people in high school that can only work part-time. They've got homework to do. They're trying to better themselves, get them in a position where they can do things like I didn't do, like go to college. And there's nothing wrong with minimum wage jobs for people that want to earn it. Let's say that you are a husband or a wife, and your spouse doesn't make enough money, or makes enough money, but it's tough, and you just want to bring a little extra income into the house, and you haven't been in the job force for a while, and you take a minimum wage job. There's no disrespect. There's nothing wrong with having a minimum wage job. There's nothing wrong with it at all. It's part of what keeps our economy going. There's nothing wrong with it. What's wrong with it is making a minimum wage because you bring minimum effort, minimum skills, and minimum knowledge to the table, and bitching about it. That's what's wrong, is when you bitch about it and you don't try to better yourself. Sitting there, well, I should make more money. I should make more money. Minimum wage should be higher. Minimum, because I want to smoke pot and drink beer all day, and I can't afford to do that on $9 an hour. Well, that's what's wrong. If you're just supplementing your income, your husband's, you guys have figured out how to live off of your husband's income, but you want a little bit of fun money, and so you decide, hey, honey, the kids are in school. Why don't I go get a job at, McDonald's or I keep picking on McDonald's, but Taco Bell or the hardware store or the grocery store bagging groceries. Hey, I can do all this, and maybe we'll make an extra $200 or $300 a month, or maybe $400 a month, whatever it is, and that can be our fun money, or that can be our money that we can set aside just for an emergency or whatever. There's no shame in that. There's a purpose for that. It's when you're sitting back going, well, I know I'm only bagging groceries, but I should be making $15 an hour because I can't survive off it. Those jobs aren't meant to be survived on. So get over yourself and have some freaking motivation and do the right thing, and stop relying on your fellow American to pick your sorry ass up. Do something. That's all. Just do something different. Pull your head out of your ass. It's a good start. Have a nice day.